I'm not just saying this. I think it's the best FA Cup goal scored ever. Right, look. Can you see that? Gosh, stinks. I'll do one more.
How many have you got?
I've got 12. Here we go. Mate, how are you? Hold on. I've got to take this off. I feel like a wally. Do you like the balloon?
I do. That's a lot of effort you've gone to. I appreciate
Wow.
it. I'm guessing it is for me. It's not someone sent you them. You've done something major. Have you?
It is for you, mate. I've got to tell you one thing. My friend said to me, next time you do the pod with Patrick, don't mention the goal. Mate, I couldn't do that. Holy shit. Where do it? Right. I don't know what to say. I literally don't know what to say. I've watched that goal about 25 times.
To be fair, so have I actually.
You did do it. You did it, right?
I didn't actually watch it it was the day after. It wasn't even the night of, because my phone, honestly, was just going nuts.
So was mine. Well, God knows what yours was like. People like saying, "Have you seen Bamford's?" I did a gig right on Sunday night, and I came out of the venue, and this guy rushed over, and I went, "Oh," and he went, "You see Bamford's goal?"
Didn't mention anything about the gig.
No, nothing. And I went, "No, fair enough. Right, before I saw it, they was like, "Have you seen the goal? Have you seen the goal? Have you seen the goal?" And you get that occasionally, you know what I mean? And it's a pretty decent goal. But that, mate, is insane.
It was
what
nice.
What? No offense. What were you thinking?
Do you know what? It was it's weird because obviously as a striker you always know where the goal is. Like wherever you're on the pitch.
Right.
Wherever you're on the pitch. So as soon as the ball came over, like I wasn't thinking, "Oh, I'm going to chest this down and I'm going to smack it." But as it came to my chest and I chested it, it was in a perfect position, and I was just like, as soon as it hit my chest and it was there, I was like, I'm hitting it. And then it goes so quickly because it's obviously in the split second you make that decision.
Yeah.
And then I knew it's a strange one. You know when you connect with the ball?
Nope.
And no, yes you do. I've seen you do it on Soccer AM. when you connect with it and you just know straight away, like, and because it was such a good connection, I knew that's going in.
You are. I've thought about nothing else because I didn't want to. I wanted to message you, but I didn't want to. I wanted to speak to you about it now. But you're like part of FA Cup history now for eternity.
Right, my mate said it yesterday. I was playing. I was gaming with him last night, and he goes, I can't remember the guy's name. Is it Nick George who sponsors Peterborough's kit? So they've got on the front of their kit, it just says Nick George, I think.
Right.
And he said, I've just seen on Twitter, he says, they're going to get free advertising for like 15, 20 years.
Yeah, they will, because it's just going to get played like it's going to get played like that Giggs goal. I'm not just saying this. I think it's the best FA Cup goal scored ever. I really do.
I'm going to have to look at the 3 goals you've got for me to see.
But right, I tell you, this was the level of quality of that goal. I said to Petra, I said, "Can I show you?" Patrick scored at the weekend. Can I show you the goal? And she's like doing so. What really? And I showed her the goal, and she went, "Good grief!" Like somebody who has no interest in football
even said that
was like, Christ, because it's like if you don't know about football, physics wise, it's insane. Like what kind of you did because it's just not. It's not something that even if you don't care about football, you go, that person just did that. It's nuts. Can we go right through the whole thing? Who passed the ball? Who's
it was
long
Ethan
ball?
Ampadu.
Oh right, so he gets an assist for that. Seems a bit.
Yeah, he gets an assist.
Shouldn't you get the assist for the chest? Really?
I mean, to be honest, if I was him, I'd be saying, yeah, I got the assist. Like, I'd say
I would be going, I can't take the assist for that. Honestly, I can't. It's embarrassing. But he gets this. So just quick. I know you sort of have, but just take me through what was going on in your head, because I want to go, because you're at that moment you're probably not thinking about scoring, because it's just no offense, but it's a bit of a long ball towards you. It's not
Yeah,
even. God, I'm going to get in trouble. It's not even like an easy ball to take. So it's not like at your feet where you go, oh, cheers, I can turn and go it. It's
yeah.
sort of at an odd height. So another reason, not half an assist at best. So you're not thinking about scoring a goal there, are you, at that point? Surely. You're just
No,
going,
so I've made the run with the idea in my head that I'm going to receive it running through on goal, if you like, on my like take it down on by my feet or whatever. But I'm already past the defenders, so I've obviously ruled them out of the equation. That's the idea, like the ideal scenario for a long ball like that. But obviously their defenders dropped, or one of them dropped quite quickly. So then I was kind of in between two. But at the time of bringing it down, I knew that I had to get across the defender the defender who actually ended up slipping, which I
oh,
didn't
yeah,
realize.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
forever as well. Yeah.
I know.
Oh.
But I didn't realize until I'd literally just hit the ball, and I was obviously, as I've hit it, then he's on the floor. But I had to jump to kind of get the chest, just because I thought he would be coming to kind of challenge me for the ball, if you like. So yeah, it's really hard to explain, you know.
But was it more about, in that moment, that was more about keeping possession? Do you know what I mean? Like, so you're going, because the ball's coming that height to your chest. So you've made it, because you could have headed it, but you chest it. So you go, this is really about me controlling the ball, keeping the ball,
Yeah,
rather than
I
anything else
can't
at that point.
I can't pinpoint the exact moment where I thought I'm gonna shoot. I think that it was as I've jumped to chest the ball, because the control. Well, I hate saying this, was so good.
Oh, lovely! Oh, this is.
I feel
Oh,
so
that was
awkward saying that, but
I'm in heaven. I would be going. I'd be saying superb and things if it was me.
but I've just obviously set it up perfectly. So I twisted obviously and just hit it. But it was funny because when I didn't speak to my dad straight after, because
I want to
obviously
know what he thought. Yeah.
phone was going nuts, and then I spoke to him the day after, and he was just like, obviously said, what a goal. And then the first thing he asked me was like how are your hips and everything, and where you had the operation and stuff and surgery.
Really?
Like, yeah, I said, they're fine, why? And he said, well, on the replay it looked like you twisted in all kinds of directions, so I wanted to check that everything was all right.
Wow, he
Like,
saw it different to me. I was like going, the hips are fine. Did you see what I just did? There's a lot of talk about it being up for, I don't even know how to say it. Is it the Puskás goal of the season?
the Puskás Award, yeah.
Puskás, that's it. Has anyone spoken to you about that?
Well, you know Archie Gray, obviously the young lad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So he's only 17. So literally, as soon as we've come in the change room and the manager's finished talking and we're sat down, he was like to me, like, honestly, he properly showed his age. He was like a kid, so excited. He was like,
Oh,
oh my god, you're gonna go to the Puskás Awards. I was like, what? He's like, no, honestly, that's gonna get nominated, I'm sure. I think he was more excited than me.
Well, I'm with him, to be honest with you. That's exactly that I want to know. Have you seen the reaction from the public though, and also like people in the media and stuff? Did you see the Tony Bellew?
Yeah.
Bellews.
I couldn't believe that he kind of.
Yeah, he said, "Okay, just give him goal of the decade now. That is quite simply the best goal I've seen since Maradona ran past 22 men."
Yeah.
And and then from the commentator Martin Fisher, who was commentating on the game, quite possibly the best goal I've commentated on. Certainly, goal of the season contender from Patrick Bamford. And there was millions of these. God,
I
I'd be
hadn't
puffed
seen that
up
one.
if I was you.
He'll have commentated on a lot of games as well.
Yeah, some real shitty ones as well. Lineker basically said there's absolutely no way he could have done that. And I was like, holy shit. And this is terrible, but I sometimes listen to their podcast as I got in late and I was just listening as I was nodding off, just, sometimes listen to stuff. And I went, holy shit. And I was like, it sort of woke me up. I was like, I've got to tell Patrick that. I've got to tell Patrick that. It's incredible. And there's been loads of stuff like that, I think.
I was just thinking, you reminded me when you said about Gary Lineker. I remember it was last season. I rang him just to kind
You
of
ran Lineker?
Yeah, it was like I got his number.
How do you do that?
So I messaged him on Twitter and just was like, "Can I give you a call?" Blah 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 to talk about like striker stuff. And I rang him up,
wow.
and he was a little bit surprised, to be fair, but it was a lovely guy. But he said, "You're the first ever player who's ever rang me to talk through about striking advice and
Really?
to pick my brain." I was like, "You're kidding me?"
Well, he's an all-time great.
I
So you
know.
imagine it would be.
So
quite
I was
often.
surprised that no one had done it, but
Do you reckon he'd let me?
he
For
might do.
five-a-side.
What you got to do is you got to message him on Twitter and say, "I need some striking advice."
And then you've got to score an absolute worldie the following week.
Yeah. But he said you just got to obviously be in the right place at the right time, but all the time. So obviously,
but all the time's great, isn't it? All the time. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know whether that doesn't really apply to the goal on.
No, you're in completely the wrong position. No,
Yeah.
I'm not joking.
But yeah, that just reminded me of a chat I had with him.
But Patrick, I genuinely, mate, what the hell? You are going down in FA Cup history. I'm telling you, that is un-effing believable. Congratulations.
Thank you. Now we're gonna have to bring me back down to earth next week, aren't we?
Oh, I'll do that. It'll be great. Yeah. Well, next week we're talking about misses. Sitters, missing sitters. We're thinking 3 to 4 hours.
I'll block a bit more off as well.
No, congratulations, mate.